All right, so this is our project 3A due on October 13th. To do 3A, you would have to do project 1, project 2A, and 2B. So this is our fourth project in our cultural project event for the semester. So you've already should have gotten here. It's click on the link underneath your assignment, Cultural Project 3A. And it would have forced you to make a copy. So this is your copy. The only thing that's missing between this one and yours is that I will end up with the example here, which I'll show you how to do right now. So you made a copy of this page, and then we're going to go to our previous document 2B. So if you have not done 2B yet, you're going to be in a little bit of a sticky spot here. So you have to get project 2B done before you can start project 3A. So you go to project 2B and you're going to copy and paste your table with ingredients and your recipe listed. So I'm going to go to my project 2B. I'm going to copy my table. So I'm just going to highlight the whole thing. Control C. Go back to project 3A. Control V as in violin. There it goes. Woo, I was worried there for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and, yeah, I'm good. So next step is we're going to add another column. So we're going to add a column to the right of this. So I'm going to go ahead and click into this little cell right here. Go back up to Format. Go down to Table. And I'm going to insert a column to the right. And my new column, I'm going to label serving for 1. So serving 1. So I have a serving 1. Now what I'm going to do, we have a recipe that serves 10. So it's a 10 serving, but I want 1 serving. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to convert the serving for 10 to a serving to 1. By doing that, I am going to take my ingredients and then divide it by 10. Because if this is supposed to this is supposed to serve 10 people, I want to chop those 2.5 pounds of chicken breast into 1 individual serving. So I'm taking those pounds and I'm splitting it up evenly between 10. So I have 1 part of that 10. So I'm going to go 2.5 divided by 10. So let me show you how to do those calculations. Get my little screen. Okay, so we have 2.5 pounds of bone-in chicken thighs, and I want to divide it by 10. So we're going to divide everything by my servings from a recipe. First thing, I need to convert all these fractions into, I'm going to convert all these numbers into fractions. To convert this mixed number into a fraction, I'm going to do the C method. So 2 times 2 is 4. I'm going to add my numerator, and that'll become my new numerator of 5. My denominator is 2. To change or convert that whole number of 10 into a fraction, I'm going to put a 1 underneath it. Now, as we know, division gets us wrong, so we are going to keep, change, and flip. So we're going to keep, change, and flip. So keeping is going to be 5 over 2. I'm going to change that division to multiplication, and then I'm going to flip that second fraction. There's different ways now you can do this. You can go ahead and multiply the numbers across, then reduce, or you can do the factoring method, factor everything to smaller pieces and start canceling out, or you can also do any top to any bottom. I'm going to go ahead and do any top to any bottom. So first I'm going to check this 5 over 2. Can I reduce this 5 over 2? Is there something you divide evenly into 5 and evenly into 2? Nope. If we reflect back to Misty's magic numbers, 2, 3, 5, 7, and 11. Well, 5 is a prime number and 2 is a prime number, so they can't go into each other. Remember, if you want to divide something by 2, both of them need to be even. So now I'm going to check out the second fraction, 1 and 10. Well, 1 is already done, it's prime. 10, no, not going to happen. So then I'm going to go cross. 5 and 10, 5 and 10. Yes, if something ends with a 5 or ends with a 0, we can always divide by 5. So I'm going to divide this by 5. Divide by 5. I am now left with 1 over 2 times 1 over 2. So now I can go ahead and multiply, check the other one. No. All right, 1 times 1 is 1, and 2 times 2 is 4. So I need 1/4 pound of a bone-in chicken thigh. So right here, where it says serving of 1, I'm going to put 1/4 of a pound. And then you'll be doing the same thing. So let's go ahead and convert the salt. So salt is 1/2 of a teaspoon. So 1/2 of a teaspoon. Let's get my little whiteboard out. So I have 1/2 of a teaspoon. My servings is still 10. And I want to divide my ingredients by my servings. So 1/2 divided by 10. Convert everything into a fraction. So I'm going to go 1/2 divided by 10 over 1. Division got me wrong. So I'm going to keep, change, and flip. So I'm keeping my 1/2, changing division to multiplication, and I am flipping my second fraction. Now, last time I reduced all of this, I used the any top to any bottom. Let's go ahead and do the factoring method. So 1, the prime factor of 1 is 1. The prime factor of the other one is 1. Prime factor of 2 is 2. The prime factor of 10 is 2 and 5. I look for things that can multiply or cross out the top and bottom. Remember, we're looking for numbers that are the same. They're on top and the bottom. I don't see any 2's on top. I don't see any 5's on top. So then I'm going to multiply a cross. So 1 times 1 is 1. 2 times 2 is 4. Times 5 is 20. So I need 1/20 tablespoon of salt. Oh, it's a teaspoon. So 1/20 of a teaspoon. So let's go ahead and do one more. Well, if pepper is a half teaspoon, we convert it, we know it's the same. So some of your ingredient measurements will be the same. Okay, and you just continue to fill out your table and you submit it into Canvas. Something